Hey everybody, it's me, Pinky. It is, oh God, what is it? 10:17 on Thursday evening. I'm late. I'm gonna look up the weather while I'm chatting with you. I should look before I did that. First thing this morning, the neighbor shot my son the bird, and so naturally my son shot him two back, double-fisted. And then they got in a little argument at the fence a little bit later on because he said something to my son, and my son said, "Please just don't talk to me." And he said, "What, you're not going to speak to me?" And he said, "No, I'm not." And he said, "Why? What's your problem?" And my son said, "You know what the problem is?" He said, "Let's just let bygones be bygones. You don't talk to us, we won't talk to you. How about that?" And then the guy proceeds to tell him that he needs to grow up. And my son said, "So no, really, you're the only one around here that needs to grow up." He said, "You're the one that can't stay out of other people's business and can't stop causing problems in the neighborhood. You're the one. You need to grow up. So, yeah, just you." So I was so mad. So then he says that he did not endanger me when he cracked that whip. Had he been endangering me, he wouldn't have done it. And he tried to tell my son that he had put that, the trailer that he actually moved and put up against the fence after I left, that it was there and that it was between me and the horses, and at least 10 feet away. That isn't quite how it happened, and my husband was watching anyway, so it doesn't matter. He can lie all he wants. My husband was watching from the porch. He just doesn't know it. Anyway, so he left, but before he left, he told him, "Well, you're lucky that I don't jump in there and beat your ass for what you did to my mom." And he said, we just don't want nothing to do with any of you. Just leave us alone, you know." And about 10 minutes later, the cops roll up at his house, but I don't know if they were there maybe to check on the illegal garden, but I don't think so. Or he called him because he can dish it out, but he freaking can't take it from a 20-year-old kid. I'm looking at my weather because I want to see what it was compared to my Seaside Heights watch. I haven't done it in a while. Okay, so then after that, anyway, terrible there, but let's see, my house, 69 degrees, feels like 69, clear. Earlier today it was 84, high at 3:25 p.m. And the low tonight will be 58, mostly clear, 10% chance of rain. Nice. See, it's getting really cold at night. Okay, then Seaside Heights. I like to compare the two. Seaside. Okay, so anyway, the cops left, and that was the end of it. My son's already gone back to the res, and he won't be back for a while anyway. Then after that, we went to, at 5 o'clock, we went over to Olivia's. Seaside Heights right now, 72 degrees. Their high today was 85, partly cloudy. And their low tonight will be 62, partly cloudy, 10% chance of rain. So it's not that much difference in weather there between there and here. It's just that there's an ocean there, and there is not one here. That's the difference. God, I want to move there so bad. Okay, so anyway, we went to Olivia's open house for kindergarten, and that was a lot of fun. The girl that is Olivia's teacher was a year behind my daughter, or a year ahead of my daughter in school, and she said, "Gosh, she just reminds me so much of Megan." And I said, "I know, she does me too, you know, just that she's not as shy, or she's a little bit more participatory than Megan was. Megan was very shy and stood back and, you know, let everybody trample all over her till she was about in 5th grade. And then after that, she just became a hellion. By 8th grade, she was just unmanageable. And anyway, it was nice. I made some video there, and they had some little pet turtles and stuff, and Olivia showed me her little chair and her little self-portrait, and it was all kind of cute stuff. And they made a little self-portrait, like with their photograph, and then they drew their body, and then it was attached to their seat where they sit, so that the parents could see, you know, who they sit with and whatnot. It was really cute. And right after that, and we had a great barbecue there too. Green chili cheeseburgers and chili beans and hot dogs, grilled hot dogs all out on the barbecue, big barbecue. They had a great big barbecue because we had a raffle years ago to try to buy it, and we bought this huge thing to make hundreds of hamburgers on it. And then that was really good. Then we went into the classroom, and I stopped by and saw the school nurse. She's one of my old chums that I love. And we talked about the diet that I've lost so much weight on over the years, which I'm not actually on anymore, but that's what got it started. The Eat Right for Your Blood Type diet, if anybody's interested. That's how I lost initially about 40 pounds about 7 years ago. And then over the last 5 years, about 4 years, the last 3 or 4 years, I've lost about another 18 or 20 pounds. So I was weighing myself in there, and that's when she asked me, how did you lose all that weight? Because I used to be pretty big. I weighed 179 pounds at one time. And now I weigh 126. I weighed today at her office. So I'm back to actually my exact size when I was 29 years old. That's good. And it should be healthier, I'm sure. All right, then we got out of there, and I got the inevitable phone call that we've been waiting for. Megan's been indicted. They came up with 7 criminal charges, ranging from false imprisonment to, and I can't remember them all, I'm going to have to look them up. False imprisonment, aggravated robbery, aggravated something, God, a whole bunch of them. Let's look it up. Commission of a crime in a disguise, which is a new law that they passed a couple years ago, that if you do a crime with a disguise on, it's a stiffer penalty. I didn't know anything about this disguise, of course. Again, I don't know all the specifics of the case. I wish that I did. Of course, it looks like I'm going to be figuring them out, whether I like it or not. But, yes, it is a new, big journey that we're going on. And, I think I've about cried my last tear over this stuff with my mom on the phone this evening. I just have to be very strong, and I'm just going to have to get through it. I think what, was tearing me up was the waiting and the unsureness. Once I know what the battle is, I can fight the battle, and I'll be fine. But when it's unsure, it makes you insane, is what it does. I hope that whatever it comes of it, it helps my daughter, and, I know that, she's feeling very terrible about all of this now. She said she was sorry 100 times. I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm just so sorry. And I said, no, I'm sorry for you, Megan. I'm really sorry for you. But I just got off the phone as quickly as I could. I said, let's not waste this time. I said, call Thomas and get that out of the way. And I'll talk to you tomorrow when you've had some sleep. And she's devastated. And I would be too, if I was looking at 10 to 18 years instead of a little bit of probation. Like, my boyfriend had been building me up to believe that's what I was going to get, and that's what's been going on for 2 weeks. And he kept telling her, there's a 10-day rule, there's a 10-day rule. They didn't see you, and they didn't, the grand jury didn't come in on the 10-day rule. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And he just kept telling her that and giving her false hope. That's the only thing that really pissed me off, looking for the second judicial. Anyway, I'll look it up and I'll figure it out. Court. But other than that, that's the news. So anyway, I'll get off of here and look this stuff up. I know this is distracting when I'm trying to, wait, there it is right there. Maybe I can squeeze it in 9 minutes and 39 seconds with the A lock on. Probably not. Anyway, I tried to make a doggone video 3 times today. And this evening, and either the dogs barked or whatever. I couldn't couldn't get any peace and quiet anywhere to make it. So now I've made it 3 or 4 times, and it gets boring after you've said it a few hundred times. All right, I'm gonna look this stuff up, and then I will be back, and I'll let you know what it says, because there's all kinds of divisions and stuff, right? Peace, be blessed, and I love you. Talk to you soon.